Hey guys, before we get on with this video, I just wanted to say thanks so much for 1000 subscribers. It's been a goal of mine for so long and I finally achieved it, and yeah, really just thanks guys. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the top 5 builds for my channel in my opinion, and they're not going to be in any particular order. I know my last top 5 builds video was a ranking type of video, but in this one, I just decided to show you guys my best overall builds, and you can just use any of them I guess. Without further ado, let's go on to the video. Starting off, we have this Maon DPS Pike build. This one is quite new, I've been using it quite often, and it's really simple to use, it's hella strong too, and it's just a great build overall. I'm going to leave a link in the description to each of these builds so you can go check them out in depth, and I'm also going to have a clip of the build here as well. By the way, in this build I swapped Adrenaline for Overpower because stamina regeneration from wounding makes Adrenaline worse for this build. Moving on, we have the strongest Hammer Tempest build. I just have no complaints about this build. It's Tempest 2, so it's also pretty easy to use, and it puts out a very high amount of core damage, and you can run through behemoths really fast. You don't have to use the hammer for it, like you can use Chain Blaze variant for more reliable damage, but if you're confident with the hammer you could deal a lot more damage with this build. This next build also uses a hammer. It's a Maon Hammer build. I wasn't really that good with hammers before, so I almost never even made this build, but I'm very happy I did. It has great DPS, and once again you don't need to use hammer for this build. I've made a couple other builds with similar cells but different weapons that work just as well, but I personally perform best with this hammer build in particular. This build was in my old top 5 builds video. It is the meta sword build. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really used this sword that much because I just don't really like how it plays, but when I do I always use this build. It's been really strong the whole time I've used it, and I might try to revamp it and some of the other builds too, but to be honest they're already pretty good. And finally we have a quite recent build, the amazing Chain Blaze build. I made a vid about this quite recently, and I've been using this build the most by far because I personally love the Chain Blades, and this build also has great survivability, great DPS, and once again it's a great build all around. You can swap Molten out with Savagery for example, or maybe Relentless, but I think Molten is my favorite because the extra move speed and attack speed just help out a ton, and the fire immunity is a bonus too. By the way guys, I decided not to include gameplay in this video because each of the builds are showcased in their respective videos, which you can find in the description. I hope you guys don't mind, and that wraps up our top 5 builds video today. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and once again thanks so much for 1k, and hey, maybe I'll make another one of these at 2k subs. That's all fellas, see ya.